Greetings, free breathers! Welcome back to Anarchast, your home for anarchy on the internet. I will be Patrick Smith. This is a super special edition, actually, a long series of special editions of Anarchast that we are honored to be wrapped into the Anarchapulco event live stream. For the next hour, right now, we're going to hopefully connect to a bunch of speakers at the event in all various locations around the world, some of whom are in Acapulco themselves, and I believe they're all having internet issues right now. So we're going to do the best we can. And as I believe this might be the only live stream possible or functioning right now, I have personally made the executive decision to keep this stream going until they get some of those issues worked out and we can just hang out and have fun and be a part of the event here together. Your chat is on the screen so we can hang out and talk with each other. If you're watching on YouTube, on Float, you can check us out on Float, float.app/Anarchast. You can see us on DLive, on Twitch, on Periscope. And we have all sorts of shows that I'm super, super excited about. This is going to be one of my favorite weeks of all time in my streaming career. Today, we have the Free Knots coming up first here in a few minutes, as soon as Kason, my producer, is working fervently in the background to get them connected. They're in Acapulco at one of the, I think, best watch parties going on right now. Again, I think they're having a couple issues. We're trying to get them looped in. We'll find out shortly how that goes. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to fill you in on all the cool stuff you're going to be able to find here on Anarchast this week. We have 2 streams happening every day, each day of Anarchapulco. And it's so cool that they have allowed us to not only stream into the, the paid only Anarchapulco live stream that's only going to the people that purchase tickets, but they are allowing us to stream to our entire Anarchast audience across all of our platforms as well. So you're missing all of the cool speakers and all of the cool talks, but we are going to bring you some really cool stuff here on this channel as well. Each day from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central, we're going to be doing viewer interactions where we take questions from the guests, from the Anarchapulco attendees, as well as the general public for the speakers at the event. And so we're hopefully going to have in 15 or 30 minute blocks from 1 to 2 p.m. We're going to bring on speakers, and you guys, the whole purpose is to give you guys the ability to actually interact with them from around the world, because this is like a virtual event and the world is still sort of figuring out how to do these things. And so that will be part of that strategy. Then every day from 5 to 7 p.m. Central, we're going to have a 2-hour block of time that we're going to use in a couple different ways. The way I'm most excited about is debates. You guys know me. I'm a nerd. I'm into the philosophy. I'm into debates. I love the clash of ideas in a polite and productive way. So on 2 of the days of the event, from 5 to 7 p.m., you're going to see debates hosted here on this channel, moderated by me using my sort of very unstandard debate methodology, which we can talk about in detail later. Today we have a big one that I'm super excited about. Also, before I go any further, it is super weird and surreal to have Jeff Berwick in the comments. That is the closest I've gotten to getting him interviewed on this channel since he passed it to me. Shout out to Jeff Berwick in the chat. Hey guys, it is great to see you. Sylvia, Ghost, Mushroom. Awesome. Okay, so 5 p.m. Central today, we will be back live on this channel. There's another stream link available with a debate between the Larkin Rose and Joshua Smith. Joshua Smith, for those of you that are not, into Libertarian Party circles, he ran for chair of the Libertarian Party, and he will be clashing with the Larkin Rose to determine if Libertarian Party political activism is actually consistent with libertarian and voluntarist principles. I am so excited for that debate. I hope you guys are too. We will bring that to you today at 5. Okay, so my platform, my producer and I, Disenthrall, Anarchast, we have all sorts of projects going on. Kaysen, if you could give me a quick update in chat, just so I know how much time I have to talk about this. Hopefully you guys are going well. Okay, cool. Perfect. So at the beginning of each segment, I don't want to spend a lot of time spamming you guys, but we've got a lot of really cool projects going on. I don't even consider this spam because this one, the people at the actual VIP event location have the ability to purchase some very interesting masks. And as a really cool thing to the viewers of Anarchast, we also have a store where you can purchase these same hilarious masks. Let me show you these. So if you want to be able to buy, these are the exact same masks that they're going to have at the VIP event themselves. There's a link in the description to the store where you can buy one of a couple masks. These are, you can get white on black or black on white. You can make a little passive aggressive statement when you're in areas in which you are forced at government gunpoint to wear a face diaper. So if you have to wear a face diaper, you might want to send a message. Again, there's a link in the description, disenthrallme.store, I believe. If you need a face diaper, if you have to prevent yourself from being able to breathe freely right now for some reason, like say flying on planes and stuff like that, well, you've got one option for that, and you can get the same masks that they have at the event. Okay, so the Freenauts are working on their audio issues. I think we're going to have 2 of the Freenauts on the show here in a moment. They are at a watch party that I'm looking forward to hearing about. Let's see. Jeff says Anarchapulco live stream currently down with tech difficulties, hopefully back up soon. Yeah, I think they're talking about having like citywide internet issues, which of course happens right in the middle of an event. So that is a thing. Let's see, what else can I tell you guys about while we're waiting? We have so much going on. Okay, so here's another project that we have going on Disenthrall. Actually, you can get to it from the same link down below. If you are in fascist states or countries where they have politicians' scribbles that deny or that threaten you if you dare drive a vehicle with a mobile phone in your hand, well, we have a little something that might help you. We have the Road Pirate Defense Phone, which you can get at that same link. It is a piece of plastic that looks same shape, same size as a mobile phone, so that if you get pulled over and you need like a plausible deniability, First Amendment defensible magic spell protection device, if you get pulled over, when the pig is walking up to your car to find, to let you know, do you know why I pulled you over, sir? And you'll be like, no, officer, why did you pull me over? I can't imagine. Well, it's illegal to talk on the phone when you're operating a motor vehicle. Phone? I don't know what you're talking about, officer. That sounds like a victimless crime. Anyway, so it's a piece of plastic, not too expensive. It says victimless crimes are not crimes. It has the Disenthrall logo and the words lead yourself on the bottom. So if you find yourself living in one of those locations where that is an issue for you, please go check that out. Ancap says Restream chat is not picking up Twitch chat. I do not have the ability to fix that right now, Ancap, so I apologize for that. If you are one of the viewers over on Twitch, please join. If you want to chat, please join us on YouTube. Okay, it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce, let's see, we have 2 people from the Freenauts. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you today?
Yo, peace, man. We're back. This is our 4th year being back on Acapulco. We didn't know if it was going to even happen. They pushed it back a month. It all came together. The spontaneous order just brought it all together. People are happy to be here.
It's a beautiful thing. We honored to be here.
We got Kingdom Come for this first time coming.
Appreciate y'all feeling the vibe, the energy. It's a beautiful thing what we're doing here.
It's beautiful. We're trying to pick up the pieces. Everybody misses the fact that we used to have the whole princess booked. So we want to get back to that. We want to be able to bring back the kids. We want to be able to have hundreds of people But the folks that made it out this year, those are the troopers. Those are the ones that were tired of the shit.
Yeah, we're on the front lines.
They got
Oh,
and thankful to see you again. Obviously, last year we got to hang out at the conference, so you gotta come through the house party.
I was not able to go to the party last year. I'm like a nerd that just dude, I'm one of those weirdos that will sit by the beach in Acapulco with like a pina colada and just talk philosophy and debate philosophy until like 6 a.m. That's my party, and I know I'm weird like that, but it is great to see you guys.
That's a great party, man.
Tell us what's happening there where you are right now. What are you guys up to? Can you hear me?
So last night we did the official party. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, cool.
Last night we did the official launch party. Today starts the live stream hosting we're doing here at a undisclosed location in beautiful Acapulco. We got the mansion party going from 12 to 8. We're hosting just community upliftment and what we're doing here. So yeah, it's pure vibes.
What about free
music?
What about the Free Knots, man? Do you guys have a new album or something like that coming out soon? I know we were going to have you on Anarchast coming up. We were trying to get you on before the event, but it didn't happen. What do you guys got going on?
Yeah, that's true. As a matter of fact, like my new album's coming out in July, Chico Town, and he's got a new album he's already pushing, Kingdom Come.
I just dropped my latest solo. It's called Doble Filo. I go by Kingdom Come. You can get it on all streaming platforms, all social media. Kingdom, Kome. I just dropped a new album. March 20th, the new Supreme Sorcerers album drops, which is a group of me and my partner from the Low Life fam.
Lazarus Child.
It's some high alchemical science we're dealing with. So if you're into that type of stuff, it's definitely check it out. Supreme Sorcerers. The album's called Ministers of Antiquity. It drops March 20th, and then me and Trafilo, I'm trying to drop an album here with all the musicians and everyone involved in the community. So we got the studio set up upstairs. We plan on doing an album in a couple days, just vibing with all the musicians and all the speakers, and just do a really cool Anarchapulco themed album. So that's what we're working on here.
Well, no, there's another thing. Last night was the first performance. So last night at the house party, we debuted a new song, We Need the Agora, and we're doing the video for it all week.
Yes.
So we're going to leave this event with a brand new video to release for a brand new song. So we just showed up with new material. The people are beautiful, and everybody's part of history. So we're working while we're here. We're recording while we're here, and we got new stuff coming out. So we're workaholics.
Always.
We have to chill out. That's my problem. I have to
the balance.
Stop working. It's such a beautiful scenery, the pool. But
right, look at this.
I'm always thinking.
Yeah. Show me. Oh man, beautiful. I miss being in Acapulco for this event. I am stuck here in our Dallas studio for the streams that we're doing here this time. But man, if I could, I'd have been there.
The winter apocalypse.
How many people?
Well,
how many people y'all have at your watch party?
It's just starting to trickle in now. I think it started about 30, 40 minutes ago. I think there's maybe 100 people upstairs, and I'm sure we're going to see an influx. Last night at the launch party, I'd say there was at least 300 people,
yeah,
which was
at my Michael Nimitz house, and we shut it down. They had fire eaters and shit. They had everybody.
It was amazing.
Holy
fireworks.
Shit.
Yeah, fireworks. It was amazing.
Belly dancers. It was a beautiful vibe of people connecting. It was amazing. Shout out to my cameraman Renato, who's in the house documenting everything, shooting music videos, documenting the events. So
awesome!
I'm just honored to be here and welcome into the community, and it's beautiful. I'm having a blast.
So what kinds of things are you guys? What kinds of things are you guys doing in the evenings? You guys are hosting some parties and stuff again, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we have Thursday is the next big gig.
Okay.
So Thursday is the big concert. That's at some beach party. Hannah
Sun Club. Yeah, we have a big show on Hannah Sun Club on Thursday.
And then Saturday is the Bonfield, the turtle release party with the Acapulco folks.
Yep. And then today till Wednesday or Thursday is like the viewing parties we're hosting upstairs at the mansion.
Yeah, and any other nocturnal activities we can't disclose. but we're here.
And you're keeping the locations of some of these private until right before it happens, right? So you don't have any issues with the authorities trying to shut down large gatherings or something like that. Are there restrictions in Acapulco right now?
Yeah, it's pretty funny though. The guard gate didn't let our people in.
We just had an issue with the sound and the lighting guys. They wouldn't let them in.
Yeah, I went walking to the guard gate and I'm negotiating with the man, let our people in. And he's like, you can't have parties because COVID. And he's wearing a mask. And I'm looking at him like,
dude, you're outside. What are you doing?
I'm like, let my people in, man. Like, we need our equipment.
Let my people
it's a
go.
gathering. I don't know. Exactly. I mean, it's hit or miss. It's not as bad as probably, some places. Some places are even worse with the paranoia.
Yeah.
But over here, it's sunny, it's beautiful. Guerrero opened up. They supposedly relaxed their masks situation. But the funniest thing here is different because somebody walked into our party wearing a mask, and we told them, "Why are you wearing a mask?" So it's different.
Exactly. Take that shit off.
So some of the attendees at the event, I think there was a lot of attendees on one plane flight or something headed to the event in Acapulco, and somebody got kicked off. You guys know
that's the one.
What happened? Tell that story.
That's the one Alex was on. Alex was on that flight, actually.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
From the Freenot. He said that they didn't want to keep their mask on, and then the fucking pilot, wants to make an example out of them.
Turn the plane around.
He did a U-turn, kicked them off because he thinks it's like a freaking biological crisis or something that these people didn't. They're on a power trip. He has the power to turn the fucking plane around and say, "Eat shit. You don't want to wear a mask."
Yeah, so they had to turn the plane around. They got them off the plane, and they had to refuel again, of course. And then they finally took off, 30, 40 minutes later. So it was like a 2-hour delay. And a bunch of people were on that flight.
And that was an Anarchapulco attendee, right? What happened to them? Did they made it okay?
Oh, yeah. It was a couple, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was sad. I mean, we went through we went on a different airline. Somehow, I don't know how this happened, but the airline put me in first class. I think it's going to have a bunch of points or something. And I didn't wear a mask. They were giving me beer service.
Yeah, that's what I do. When I fly, I'm drinking all the time. It's like, no, I'm eating, I'm drinking.
So I guess first class is treated differently. Like, nobody treated me like a freaking hazard.
Imagine that.
So, but we're here. We made it. And, people here are happy to have the community, happy to be back to, life. Surrounded by people with common sense, people that want to, defend liberty, defend, the best version of life possible. We're all united because we stand for that. And there's a lot of folks here who tell me they haven't been in the U.S. in 5 years and change, and they don't plan on going back. I'm jealous of them. I got to go back to the U.S. I got to go back to the freaking
internment camp.
Back in the frying pan. But we're going to enjoy it while we're here. And obviously, it's the best time ever for everybody. This is everybody. This is like the anarchist vacation. This is our week, 1 week out of the year to breathe.
Yeah, literally.
And then the rest of the year, just don't get anal swabbed.
Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, I have never felt more ready to get the hell out of this country, state, city than I would. Dude, my wife just got charged with disorderly conduct for being on public property in Dallas, Texas, without a mask. The cop ordered her to put a mask on, and she politely said no. Charged her with disorderly conduct for that. That is the shit I'm dealing with in the land of the free and home of the complete fucking pussies. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready to go buy a sailboat and just float around the world for the rest of my life.
It's funny because we talk about that's his dream. That's his end goal. That's where he's in the world.
Yeah. I'm trying. And we got one of our homies, Zach. Zach works with Ben Swan.
Shout out to Zach.
Yo, he's a sailboat captain. So he's like, we're looking at the bay right now, and we're just staring at the sailboats and talking sailing. What position is he in? Tacking and diving. How much do you have to sail out? Because everybody wants to bug out. We all want to go, and we're all here united. Each one teach one. A lot of people have a wealth of knowledge is here together collectively, and we're sharing with each other, enjoying this wonderful week with each other, and just blessed to be here. So we all got bug out plans.
Most definitely.
We're talking about beekeeping. We're talking about fermenting kombucha. There's all kinds
All right. I think we're on a.
This is what we need to do.
And all the crypto shit going around too.
Well,
I
we might
probably had
have
like 10 crypto wallets this week. 'Cause
we might have to.
This is what it's about, man.
We might have to get a bunch of people together to collaborate on like an anarchist fleet of yachts. That would be awesome. it's like seasteading but mobile, right?
We're gonna do it. Somebody has to bring the troops.
That's good.
Awesome. Mimi in the comments says Mimi in the comments is asking when Jeff Berwick's book will be available in audiobook. We have just basically finished the proofing phase on the work so that it is all recorded, it is all proofed and done, and it will be released soon. Guys, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the attendees or the general public about what's happening at the event? You know, pimp anything you guys got going on?
I mean, the Liberty movement is resilient. You know, we patched it together. We're here, and you know, don't give up. If you feel like, you know, that liberty and freedom and property rights and respect and logic
And life
and courtesy and all these attributes that we want to represent, hold the line, be that. Don't let
on your square.
If the world, look, Alex made it. What up? Free, he just came from the pool. Look
What
at
up,
this guy.
man? How you doing?
I'm in Naked Town right now.
He's the one he was on the airplane. He was asking about the airplane, about the people who got kicked off.
Oh yeah,
He
what
was
happened?
there.
What happened?
So the word is, you know, some people just need to breathe. It's kind of a condition that some of us humans have. And sometimes these days, you know, when you assert your freedom a little bit too much, authoritarians get bothered. But now we were just a whole squad in the back of the plane, just chatting it up, making friends, everybody conversating across the aisles. And flight attendants got a little bit weird about that, I guess. You know, they had to tell a few people to pull their masks up a few times. And I don't know, somebody might have been vaping or something. I don't know. But they got their refund. Actually, United Airlines apologized to them. They were
People
able
that
to
got
still
kicked
get
off
to
got a
Acapulco in
refund?
style with a private jet.
Holy
Private jet.
Yeah, they got a way better ride here anyway. So
nice.
we figure out a way to work around the system when we need to. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Exactly.
Are they here?
Yeah, they're here. It's a couple. I don't remember the name.
We
but shout out.
gotta get them on the Anarchast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, we have time slots each day during this 1 to 2 p.m. hour. If you want to reach out to them or hook them up, we can bring them on. Are they at your watch party or at the main at the VIP event?
I don't know. We'll find them. We'll track them down.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We have a few slots left at the 1 to 2 p.m. section. Awesome. All right. Next up.
Are we live right now?
Yeah,
We're live.
Oh yeah, this is live. These guys. I wanted to start with you guys because you guys are kind of leading all the parties happening, right? So I thought you guys would be a great first set of guests to have.
Yeah, we got the
Definitely.
official watch party upstairs. We got a big screen that everybody's watching the event who's in town in Acapulco, who is not at the actual main VIP venue where there's only 150 limit capacity there. But, you know, we've got almost about the same amount of people here already at this watch party, and we'll be out here all week. So, of course, we got the concert on Thursday. They might have mentioned at Hannah Sun Club. That's going to be bananas. Anybody who's in Acapulco needs to be there. No admission. We got a great, amazing lineup of artists.
Real hip hop music. Real freedom
Spontaneous order,
music.
man. You guys everybody just chips in their talents and shows up, and it just comes together. It's really beautiful.
How has your experience been? You're on the actual Anarchapulco production team this year, Alex. How has that been for you? Have you been on it before, or?
Yeah, I've helped out for a few years with various things, marketing and social media. But Catherine has just done an amazing job taking over the reins and holding the baton, carrying the torch for us as the lead producer. Of course, she has an awesome squad of people like you, yourself, Patrick, helping out with everything you do. But it's awesome. This is the most decentralized Anarchapulco to date. It's really a community effort. We got the Agorapulco people out here doing their thing. So there's events. It's like 2 months long now. First Anarchapulco was like a week. Then it was like people staying for a month. Now it's like nobody wants to leave. A lot of people just bought one-way tickets.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling like leaving myself with my wife's recent disorderly conduct charge. Like, I'm done with this. I'm so done with these assholes. Everybody's turning into like these micro tyrant titty babies lately. I'm just done. I'm so over it, guys. I'm so over it. So
it's like the first time in their life that they feel important, but they want to feel important being an asshole instead of like creating and serving humanity. You know, that's different. The anarchists, the people who come here, want to serve humanity. You want to create, not destroy. But these motherfuckers want to destroy the world and watch it burn so that they don't feel like, you know, I don't know what the fuck their problem is.
Virtue signaling too. You know, people feel like they're actually doing something good because they've been brainwashed into thinking that, you know, restricting other people's freedom is actually protecting the collective in some weird way. You know, so it's like people think they're actually like doing the right thing by being assholes and shit these days. It's wild, you know. And never in history have healthy people been discriminated against like this, right?
It feels like the Chief Wiggum from The Simpsons, the little kid. I'm helping. I'm helping. You know, mask on. That's what these fuckers are doing, and
that's great.
It's crazy, but I'm still being responsible. I take vitamin D, zinc, echinacea, green tea. A flu is a flu. Be responsible. Be healthy. Be sharp. I'm not acting like I'm fucking Superman. I know that there's all kinds of dangers on Earth, and we live here. Let's live here as best as we can with each other, despite what's going on. And we don't have to fucking use violence and tyranny to, you know, weather the storm, because then people abuse it. Yep. And if they lost their mind,
this is the history of man.
This is a fucking free-for-all with the fucking shitdemic. The fucking tyrants are
scamdemic.
Yeah, this is they've been waiting for this. They feel important, and
this is their chess move, but we're gonna overcome.
Yeah,
we're playing the long game.
This is a CNN headline, guys. CDC gives limited freedoms to fully vaccinated. Can you see that? You see this?
No, but that sounds terrible. Yeah.
What's it say?
Something about
there you go.
Freedoms to.
Yeah. Well, that's
You gotta get vaccinated.
CDC gives limited freedoms to fully vaccinated.
It's like I called this a year ago, and I can't. And even though I called it, I can't believe it's happening. Where's my sailboat?
Yeah, it's funny.
God.
I grew up. I've been talking about this in my music 10, 15 years ago, but to see it unfold in like real time, it's fucking crazy, man.
We thought we had more time, but it's happening.
I thought it was going to be my son's generation, but you know, lo and behold, here we go.
Fight back.
Yeah.
Hold the line. That's the message to the people. Hold the line. Hold the fort. Stay strong. Stay healthy.
Peacefully, of course.
Stay sharp. You know, don't give up, because hold the line. Somebody has to represent and live the principles.
Have you guys have you guys made any music on the masks and these vaccine control, the whole thing? Like, can you tell me about your music? What kind of messages do you have in your music about this?
Supreme Sorcerers.
So my solo artist, I go by Kingdom Come. Obviously, I'm 1/3 of the Free Knots. Everything I talk about in my music is on that level. But this new album, the Supreme Sorcerers, Ministers of Antiquity album, is every single song is touching on that.
Oh, really?
In depth. So yes.
Okay.
It's music for the times. Most definitely.
Very deep. And he performed one of them last night, right? So he's bringing the flavor. People who are attending this week get these sneak peeks of the new stuff. But the whole Kingdom, look up Kingdom Come on all the streaming channels.
Yeah, the website's Kingdom Come Music. Come is with a K, K-O-M-E. Kingdom Come Music.
Right there.
Kingdom Come is everywhere.
You're going to get lost in the Kingdom Come catalog.
Yeah, the catalog's long. And I appreciate everyone checking in. Hit me up. I'm always available to talk and connect to the people. It's what we're here for. It's the service we provide as music, connect with the real one. So
real hip hop.
Appreciate all y'all.
We got other stuff. And new stuff happened this week. So stay tuned. We got the lab, we got the mic.
Yeah, the Anarchapulco album, I'm telling y'all.
We're gonna use the scenery as fuel, the people, the event,
the movement, the inspiration.
Okay, I think we're losing internet again, but I think our time is up, guys. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can hear me. Thank you so much for coming on the show and chatting. I think we're gonna have to get you on Anarchast for a full episode here pretty soon, and go into depth about some of the music that you guys and the projects that you guys have been working on. My producer Kaysen, who is kicking ass in the background, I believe has the Beth Martins ready to join us on the show. Beth, welcome to the show. How are you? I cannot hear you, Beth. I have no audio from Beth.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, Beth, I can hear you now. How are you?
Yay! I'm really well, thanks. We have a lot of technical things in the background, but I'm glad to be here with you.
Awesome. I am excited to talk to you with the brief amount of time that I have to do so today. I want to, number one, guys, heads up in the audience, this is your chance to interact with one of the speakers at Anarchapulco. So if you have questions for her, please put them in the comments. Maybe in the comments, lead with question in all caps and then your question afterwards so that we make sure not to miss it. Beth, what was your talk about at the event?
I'm speaking about archetypes, particularly the ones that are weaponized against us in with more rigor and vigor than they have been, in this past year in particular. And they are 5 primal archetypes that have us walk that very fine line precipice between life and death. They hold hostage our power to experience wholeness, which is really the epitome of the human experience. They hold hostage our breath, our personal authority, our faith, and this is the kicker of all of them, our free will of choice. And so when you have found the thing that's weaponized against you in the realm of archetypes, you have also found the cure, because it's right built in there. That is a symptom of the fact that everything is actually rigged in our favor. It's always working for us, not against us. And so I'm going to talk about these archetypes in some detail, about their gifts and their shadows, and guide people to see how their breath is also being held hostage in this underlying programming that keeps us basically answering to programming, letting it give us instructions instead of being the one who turns around and gives the instructions. So there's a huge amount of power that can come into your system. We're only using the smallest fraction of our personal power. And this is a big message that I have for the truth community. I feel to be in service in this particular way is, the amount of energy and time that it takes to try to wake people up with very little gain. I know I've been trying all year to wake people up and having a lot of revelations. It's time to wake ourselves up. We have chosen ourselves to be awake at this time, and we need to do the work to not only be of service to those that are going to be, hitting the wall and crashing and burning as we go along, as the water gets boiling at a higher level and the frogs start really jumping out, but also to prove to ourselves what we're doing here, to live in integrity, to be at peace rather than running from the unconscious fear and programming all day long, which nobody's aware of. Just see the symptoms on the outside.
So when you say archetypes, are you talking about like Jungian archetypes, or do you have something else in mind for that?
Yeah, it's not unlike that. I don't totally agree with Jung, but it is that the collective unconscious is what's being represented there. That to me, they are like a lens through which life or God energy shines through. It's what makes you entirely unique. No matter you have never been reproduced. The creation has never duplicated itself. Even identical twins are not the same. So the archetypes are what makes us unique, what gives us a particular kind of mission in life, a purpose that we must fulfill and that we will feel is urgent the whole life. And if you die not having done it, those archetypes will be constantly trying to guide you to what is on top of that stops you.
So I'm an engineer. I'm very sort of practical, functionally minded. So can you describe maybe practically, like, give me an example of an archetype and how that might affect my life or me?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so 20 years ago, I was dying of a stage 4 lymphoma. And I began to work with archetypes at that point to save my life. After 3 years, I was doing everything possible that I knew how to do, but I was still a dying person. And I was very fortunate in a synchronistic way just to come across the work of Carolyn Myss. It was all about archetypes. And in a very short time, literally a couple of days, I was able to recognize one archetype I think your audience can totally relate to is the rebel. And I have been a rebel all my life, railing against the system, fighting, sometimes fighting instead of working, or fighting because I'm bored, attracting a lot of trouble. It culminated in a stage 4 lymphoma. I was so sick, I was up against the wall. And when I finally saw this rebel inside myself that was fighting for no good cause, just by shining my awareness on it, just by seeing it, I was able to physically unsuppress the energy that had me acting like a rebel without a cause. And as soon as I did that, I know it's still abstract, but as soon as I did that, my energy came back. And it was enough energy to heal from cancer. That's how dark the shadow of being that rebel without a cause was. And so, I don't know how to heal of cancer, but energy does. So to me, it's all a game of reclaiming lost energy that's being suppressed. The reason you suppress it, the reason I suppressed it was because I didn't like that about myself. And I actually tried to go straight rather than always be the rebel and the one who said no, right? My first word in my whole life was no. I was always railing against the machine. And when I turned it around and saw that the rebel, it's really a superpower. You are somebody who can make change in the world by your actions. You're fearless. You don't, like all of the anarchists, they don't mind disapproval. If somebody, say you say something that, about COVID that nobody likes, you're not worried that they're going to call you stupid or something like that. You're fearless. So you can begin to use the superpower of it rather than being controlled by the shadow of it. Right. So again, you're the one giving instructions using the tool of the archetype, the rebel, instead of it appearing to use you and showing up like conflict and trouble and endless people just hating you, and you have to deal with the mess. So is that concrete enough?
Oh, I identify like completely with that. So my whole life I've been a resistor, a rebel. I have an innate hatred for controls on my life and my decisions. It's always been like that. And it constantly caused me problems my entire life. Like, constantly caused me problems because it puts you at odds with everyone around you.
Exactly.
And there was a certain point there was a certain point in my life where I realized that could be used for the good in my life rather than seen as a problem. And so once I started to work through like self-acceptance and realizing who I am and what my nature is, and I, woke up to the ideas of voluntarism, libertarianism, anarcho-capitalism, I realized that with a good understanding of ethics and of how the world is actually functioning, that I can use this sort of innate sense of rebelliousness to guide me in a way, because the rebellious monster sort of within me rears up when I'm being controlled. So it's a great like early warning red flag system for when something unethical is going on, especially with the government or with the other non-consensual forms of control. Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Absolutely. Yeah, you got that awareness. And here you are in a very positive role with that rebel. You're doing something really rebellious right now, going against the mainstream. But you are serving, you're helping people, you're in a high place. You've got self-awareness. You're not lying on the floor dying like I was.
I have a feeling there's a lot of these rebel types. If you're one of these rebel types, say something in chat. Say, rebels rise up or something in chat. That'll be funny. Debbie Sermon has a question for you. She wants to know where she can find you and your information. Why don't you give us a shout out?
Perfect. Thanks for asking. So you can visit bethmartins.com/Anarchapulco 2020. Very specific for the Anarchapulco audience. Now, maybe you've got people on Anarchast that are not there, so that's not your link. You could just visit bethmartins.com. I did write a book about this, my whole journey surviving cancer, and a lot of stories that go through the hero's journey archetypes, of which the rebel is the second one there. So my talk at Anarchapulco tomorrow is going to be the 5 primal archetypes. The rebel isn't one of them, but these ones are always in your face. It's the masculine, feminine. It is the child archetype, the victim archetype, the prostitute archetype, which is going to become more and more relevant as they keep us, doing things out of our own integrity. Like, just take the vaccine and you can buy groceries. I wonder, right? And then the last one is the kicker of all, the saboteur, the one that has us sabotaging our best opportunities to grow and be purposeful in life and ultimately serve others, which is what purpose means. But yeah, you can read all about the rebel in my book Journey. And there's a lot of stories in there of me being a teenage runaway and almost dying on the back of somebody's motorcycle and all kinds of crazy stuff. I just bear it all in that book.
How many archetypes are there?
There could be an unlimited number of archetypes, because even the study of archetypes is coming through our own lenses. So one of the things that made me happy was when you go out there to study archetypes, a lot of people are doing it in their own way, in a different way. So it gave me permission to do it in my way. What I've done with my book is broken it down into 8 archetypes of the hero's journey. It is an oversimplification for a good reason, because if things are too complex and you're dealing with an unlimited number of archetypes, then you're not going to know where to begin. And that's what my book is about. Actually, there's a quiz at my website. In 10 minutes, you can find out where you are on the path of purpose just by answering the questions. It's either the Merpreneur's Journey Archetype Quiz right on my homepage, or you just click the 4 Kings tab and head on over to the King Heroes Journey tab. I do have a podcast, by the way, the King Heroes Journey podcast, where I've interviewed many of the Anarchapulco speakers. And so whether you're a king or a mermaid, there's a way to find out right away where to begin working in this realm of archetypes. Because again, it's an energy game. And if you can reclaim energy, all of a sudden you can do the thing you thought you couldn't do, or you have clarity and insight about something that was a total blur.
So, but there's probably a short list of primary or common archetypes, right? Like, is there like 10, 15? Like, what would you say that there are?
Yeah, it's again the 8 in my book. 8. So it starts. It starts with the child archetype. That's the beginning of the journey. Do we have a few minutes to go through them still?
Yeah, I think we have.
How's our time?
Oh, I think we are out. So, but I am super.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Go.
Okay, so from the child, it goes to the rebel. When the rebel figures it out, it goes to the warrior. When the warrior figures it out, it becomes the nurturer. And the nurturer gives way to the lover and the hedonist, the quality of life. And on the precipice of that is the king archetype, where you lead and assume responsibility for people, and then the king must call on the alchemist in order to stay straight and not drunk on power. So that's the short form right there.
I had no idea there's a progression or a story involved. I love this. I think we're going to have you back on Anarchast to actually spend some time and dive into this, because it sounds fascinating.
I would love that. That would be awesome. And my next book is coming out on these 5 archetypes that I'm speaking about at Anarchapulco tomorrow as well. It's called I Did It.
Awesome. Beth, thank you for joining us. Guys, I hope you make sure and catch her talk at Anarchapulco. We will catch you next time. Thanks for coming on.
Okay, thank you so much for having me, Patrick.
Awesome. Next up, we have Catherine Bleich, which I believe is ready. There she is. What's up? How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. How are you?
Are you breathing?
I'm trying to.
Guys,
I'm doing my best.
This is the top lady at the event. She is responsible for literally everything that you're going to be enjoying over today and the next 3 days following. How has it been? This is not your first time kind of on the production team side of things, right? But this is your first time being in charge. How's it been for you? How are things going?
Well, here at the venue, everything is awesome. We're on time. It's high vibe. The stage looks great. Everything's going great. But the virtual feed has been insane. I have never run a virtual event before, so thank you for your patience, everybody. It has been a trip. Someone was sitting across from me at lunch about 30 minutes ago, and they looked down and they were like 800 new messages in the official Telegram group. I feel bad for you. So do I. But it's going really good for everybody that's here. I'm in the massage room right now talking really loud over, I think that's Raphael's massage. Sorry, whoever that is.
Cool.
Everyone's having a great time. We're outside. We're getting fresh air. We're together with each other. The speeches have been phenomenal. I mean, I can't even believe how perfect each of the speeches has been, one after the other. The content is spot on. We're going to rebroadcast Mark Passio because the internet went out during his presentation, but we're back online and we fixed everything and we worked as a team and we all took a deep breath together. It was great.
So really quickly, why was the event named Breathe? And that's not a request to shout me out. I would like you to tell everybody like what Breathe means and why that was the name for the event.
Well, I'm going to shout you out. Patrick came up with the theme. We were trying to think of the best theme, and Jeff was like, something back to basics, keeping it simple, back to like foundational anarchy. And as we were talking, and it's like the theme for the year, has been cover your face and shut down your businesses, and it's like stress, and everyone's like inside and all tight. And Patrick's like, what about breathe? Because it hits all the levels, right? Philosophically, practically, just the mask, itself, the respiratory illness, if it exists, if it doesn't exist. I'm not saying I have an opinion on it, but I know a lot of our viewers have differing opinions. So anyway, theme came up, and when you said that, I got chills, full body chills, and I knew that was it. And literally 100% of our team felt the same way. I mean, there was just no question. That's the theme. Period. The end. Breathe.
And I love that you're describing that while a massage is happening in the background. That is very fitting to what's happening right now. We all need to take a deep, clean, free, diaperless breath right now. And that's what I'm so loving about this event. I'm so jealous I'm not actually there in person. But guys, if you have any questions for the main lady of this event, get them in chat right now, and we will get them to her. So what kinds of stuff do we have coming up tonight and tomorrow for the event?
Okay, so tonight is going to be a really cool night. Not only are we going to be coming live from this venue, but we're going to be coming live from our Acapulco watch party. So Luke is one of our speakers, Luke Radowski. He's a longtime friend of the event and the movement. We love Luke. And he's actually going to be coming to us live from our Clear United watch party that is being hosted by the Free Knots on the Bay. It's this gorgeous, beautiful mansion. We're so grateful to be able to have the house party there. So Luke's going to be broadcasting from there. The rest of the speeches this afternoon, I think it's the rest of the speeches. I'm going to slowly pull up the schedule here while I talk. I believe the rest of the speeches today are live. And so you're going to be hearing directly from us here at the event. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Ben Swan is doing a phenomenal job as our master of ceremony. He is the perfect fit. He just gets it. He knows all of our speakers. He understands the philosophy, and he's killing it. He's a professional. He's really good at what he's doing. I love watching him work and participating with him in this way. And so he's been killing it for our live speeches. And so let's see. Yes, everybody's here live. We've got Michael Cobb with ECI. We've got Danny Sessoms with the Crypto Show. We've got Macy Tomlin with My Medicine Tribe and Anarch Awakening. And then we've got Luke going live from our other venue. And then we cut to a special edition of Anarchast, which I am so excited to watch. You guys got to see.
Too. Me too.
You're not going to watch it. You're going to be in the middle of it.
Me too. Yeah. No, I'm super pumped about that. I am super, super pumped. That's awesome. So anybody can still purchase a ticket to get into the event even now, right? You can buy a virtual ticket and not miss anything else, right?
Yes. So I want to make this very clear. When you buy a virtual ticket, it's going to take a couple hours to get your login. Our tech team is also running the stage. Lesson learned for next year, right? We'll deal with that next year. So please be patient with us. We do see your tickets coming in, and we're sending spreadsheets to the tech team. They're creating your logins. They're sending them back. And we're going to rebroadcast today on Friday because of our technical difficulties, okay? So, and we're going to make sure you guys have access to all the videos for a week or two. We apologize for the tech issues. Our backup failed. We had a backup. I promise you, we had a backup, and our backup failed. So anyway, we found a new plan. It seems to be working. So hopefully that'll last. And thank you. We love you guys. And if you start to get frustrated about something, just contact me. I'm doing my best. I'm taking every call. I'm responding to every Telegram message. I'm responding to every email. And if I don't, just ping me and I will respond then. It means I'm doing literally a million other things, but I'm trying to be very, very present and make sure I really understand everything that's happening. So the next time we do this, we can do it better. So thank you for helping to make Anarchapulco better and better year after year.
So the Freenauts, when we were talking to them, mentioned that it was more decentralized than ever. What do you mean by that? Like, there are multiple places where there are people getting together, right?
Yes. What a cool year this turned out to be. We are literally decentralized. We are localized. And we're globalized all at the same time, okay? There are watch parties taking place across the globe. In Thailand, shout out to Thailand, they watch the late night feed, so this will rebroadcast for them in the night. We've got watch parties in Malibu. We've got watch parties in Florida. There's a whole camping festival taking place in Texas. I know my kids and my husband all arrived there this morning. My dogs are there. So this is happening all over the planet. And I am telling you, this was our practice year. Wait until next year. We are going to take this further and wider, and we are going to gather no matter what is going on with the rest of the world.
So even though, let's assume, I don't think this is going to be the case, but let's assume that this time next year, the world is totally over the COVID bullshit. It's totally open back up. Are you still kind of intending on doing another decentralized Anarchapulco?
Oh yeah. Right now, the feedback is unanimous. Everybody loves this model. And I keep saying, wait till the end of the event to decide. Wait till the end of the event to decide. I don't think there's any doubt at this point. This is the best way to do this. We can all work together. You know, we're going to have content coming from Texas live. We've got, well, actually, all of it's coming from Texas, if not Mexico, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm in Dallas, then you have yeah, there's a lot of freedom lovers in Texas. There's, you know, we have this stream coming from Dallas. We've got Float Fest, which is also like 3 or 4 hours from here in Texas. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I think year after year, this model is going to grow. I think we are redefining the way events are done. And so we're doing this for the first time. It's groundbreaking. We've made some mistakes. We've dropped the ball. I take responsibility for them all, every single one. And we're going to fix them, and we're going to do better and better and better and better. And I love you guys. I mean, really, I think this is the neatest thing I've ever been a part of. And I am so grateful for all of the feedback. You know, we did surveys after last year's event. We talked to everybody. We really made sure that we were providing an event that our community wanted to experience. And so far, I think we've hit it out of the park, minus the tech issues. I think we've hit it out of the park, but we'll see what everyone thinks in 4 days.
Okay. Well, I think, is there anything else that you'd like to let people know or tell people, talk about?
I would just like to see everybody collectively take a deep breath right now, if you can, if you're willing. I just want to say thank you. I am so grateful to be a part of this community. My heart feels so full. I've been on the verge of tears all day, overwhelming happy tears. I mean, this is beautiful. Seeing everybody come together despite the hardship of the past year, seeing everybody come together in celebration with open-hearted. I love how kind everybody is. I mean, when things aren't going right, no one really has been mean to me at all. Everyone's been super gracious, and I just want to say thank you. I love this community. I love the team. I got a shout out to our production team. Oh my word. Patrick, thank you. You're amazing. Lily, thank you. You're amazing. Macy, thank you. You're amazing. Greg, thank you. You're amazing. To the entire production team. Alex coming in and running the other house party. Oh my word, thank you. You know, I mean, people are really stepping up in big ways. Angel from our team last year came at the last minute to run registration because we moved from red to yellow for COVID, and all of a sudden our venue capacity went up 3x, and all of a sudden we're having all these people coming, and we really had to shift and pivot, and everybody worked together in sync. I'm sure I forgot to mention somebody. I love you guys, truly, honestly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Patrick. You've been a joy to work with. Thank you.
Well, thank you. How does it feel different from last year? In what way?
It feels more connected.
Yeah. Are those anarchists giving massages in the room that you're in? Or are those like they are? Can I see them?
Yeah.
Can you like hold your camera up and have them say hello?
Can I turn the camera towards you?
Give them a quick shout out. Yeah. What's up? Who is that?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Brian from the massage team here, along with Naomi.
I'm going to turn to Naomi.
And what's the location you're at? It's not at the Princessa, right?
No, we are at the coolest venue. Everyone wants to do it here again, no matter what happens.
Awesome.
I don't want to say the names yet. Because we don't want anybody knowing how many people there are, just in case we're pushing limits, right?
We don't want to compromise.
So
we don't want to compromise anything for sure. Okay. I think we're actually out of time. We are coming up on 2, and I want to get out of the way for the next speaker that you guys are going to run. So, Catherine, thanks for joining us. Maybe we'll get you back on the last day during this segment, and we can kind of see how things have fared in the next few days. So, thank you for your work. You're doing a good job.
My energy's ragged.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you.
All right, guys. Everybody, thanks for watching. Remember, we're going to be back here on all of our platforms on, let's see, at 5 p.m. Central today. We're going to be back on our platforms. We're going to bring you the debate between Larkin Rose and Joshua Smith on Libertarian Party activism. Thank you for joining us. Peace, love, and anarchy.